I don't know if I should accept this. Somebody named Do Sugar want to come live on Instagram.
Don't be rude. Set that up and hopefully not touch anything on screen. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I've even kind of heard about happening recently was something about the Dragon Ball Z creator and people being pissed at him, but no matter how much I Googled, I couldn't really figure out what.
Oh, he had an anime. I mean, he had a manga about a prostitute.
And that's bad.
And
I don't know.
like
That's what it's like one of those like controversies. It's not
Like
really
what?
controversy. Because then I looked, it was like, okay, talking about Toriyama controversy, nothing. Okay, that
like
I don't know. I feel like
was
people
it
just
an
start making up
underage?
things to be mad about.
was it an underage hooker? Like
I don't know. I just saw a brief thing of it, and it was just like a girl who wanted to be an actress, and she fell into hard times, and they just wanted to give her I don't know. Some dude was like, "Yo, you want some money? Give me some sex," and she was like, "All right." And then after that,
Why is that bad?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Sex workers exist. Like I said, people just find things to make controversies about, to say like, oh, I can't believe I like this person's work. I mean, that makes me worried, because how much would it take to really like break you off from like a beloved artist? I'm like, what would Oda have to do to get you to like burn your copies in one piece?
Basically, what
say
the Rurouni Kenshin artist did. That's basically it.
He's got to be a proven pedophile.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, Oda got in trouble for his mentor.
That's
Because
for
they said
knowing him.
he was too quiet. Now,
That-
Oda's mentor is the guy who made Samurai X, Rurouni Kenshin. So apparently he got caught with a lot of underage porn.
Yeah.
So they raided his house and they took his computer, I think, and
Just like Trump.
he got sentenced. Not sentenced, but I don't know. He went to court for something. He got charged. I don't know what was the charges, but he did get charged. So a lot of people were like, why Oda's quiet? Yada, yada, yada. And there were a lot of...
No, I'm not canceling someone just because they didn't complain of or speak up about someone else. Like, no, unless you're
You
complicit
put Oda in that
crime.
room, sure.
Now, I mean, here's the thing. Manga, because they work very closely together. I'm pretty sure Oda knew what was going down, but I think he was just focused on what he wanted his mission to be. I don't think Oda should be responsible for somebody else's actions. I don't think that... I don't know. I would be very wise and choose my words very wisely in how I should speak on shit like this. Because at the end of the day, if it really bothered me, I should have never been working with this individual in the first place. So I'm no place to speak because I stayed with him and Oda was his apprentice for mad long. You can't speak on it now because it looks like it's phony.
Yeah, right.
Well, yeah, it isn't.
Yeah,
it isn't
it's
right.
better not to. The golden rule is always just hold your tongue.
Yeah.
Like, don't speak out. Because like that, speaking out on anything will be held against you. So in cases like this where you're tangentially related, nah.
Yeah.
It would be worse if he was running in front of the camera and saying something.
It should be tough. But what's been going around on the news as of lately, I know y'all don't know about this. So there's what? Hold on, let me see. Up, ladies and gentlemen, D-Town just stepped in the building. What up, D?
It was good, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, Hip Hop and Anime Vibes is the podcast to listen to. Ladies and gentlemen, take a time, take a listen. We've been on their show like a couple of times. I'm pretty confident that was like one of our favorite shows. So you could check it out too. So don't forget, look up Hip Hop and Anime Vibes. They're on all, or if not most, of podcast streaming platforms. I know they're on Apple, they're on Spotify, they're definitely on YouTube. So D, I'm just gonna let you know right now, I'm gonna send you the bill for this because this is definitely a promo. So you definitely just kidding. Definitely check out Hip Hop and Anime Vibes with Executive D-Town. He's a phenomenal podcaster and a great rapper and a great producer. So check him out. So,
But he had asked, do you think Odo was complicit or was he oblivious?
I mean,
nah,
I
he
think
was
he's
Nah,
going
not
with the
complicit.
oblivious defense right now.
But then again, we have
Nah,
absolutely no grounding to say because that's something that happened to some random mangakas in Japan, and we're over here in America. We're not part of the judicial team. We weren't part of the investigation. We didn't see any kind of trial.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
whatever
we
he
don't.
did or didn't do, all we know is that he wasn't charged with anything. He just happens to kind of know the guy.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm pretty sure, like, if you're working that closely with somebody, and I feel like the manga community is pretty tight knit, he had to know. I think he knew. He just
I
didn't
don't think
want
so.
That's
You don't know what kind of porn I watch.
Exactly.
So why would he know what
What
kind of
are
porn
you talking
I
about?
watch?
You
You go
have
to
no
Hollywood.
idea.
There's
You
a lot
have
of
no
people in
idea what you
Hollywood that knows what's going on. Like, you think people in Hollywood didn't know what Epstein was doing or who was in his payroll? I'm pretty sure he knew. I'm pretty sure he knew.
There were many people who knew. He may have had an inkling. Maybe he went to a park with him once and was like, "This dude's kind of weird at the park right now." Like, that's all I can say. Like, that's all I can believe right now, based on what I know.
Yeah,
which is nothing.
I'm just putting two and two together. I'm. Yeah, he knew. He knew, and him knowing don't really mean shit because it's like
it means quite a bit.
If
it means everything.
Him knowing doesn't really mean shit if you're not gonna do anything about it. Like if you're still gonna work with the nigga, like
no, that's why it would
really
mean something. No, that's why it would mean something. If he knew and continued to work with him, that's different than if he just had no real idea. Like if he just had like an inkling of, I don't know. That's very different.
I don't feel like listen, if you know that this nigga was doing this shit or watching this shit, right? Because listen, ladies and gentlemen, don't think just because you own set pornography, like pedophilia, just understand you putting money in motherfuckers' pockets to keep doing it. Let's just be clear. So if don't think just because he's watching it's not harming anybody. Look what happened to Jared from Subway. There's a reason why they found so much shit. They was like, oh nah, we taking you and we taking Subway. No more secret. They said fuck it. So
but I'm just saying you can't assume everyone's associates know just because like they were doing something shady. He had to get his stuff rated and his computers checked for people to find the stuff. He wasn't like, hey, yo, bro, look at this. Cute, right?
You don't. Well, you know what?
Well, we don't know that, but we don't know that they did. So far, there has been no news of Oda getting any kind of dirt because of this. And I would have assumed an investigation would have
I'm saying I have a good feeling that this nigga know. There's no way.
Oh, that's very different then.
Yeah,
I feel like you're saying no like it's based off just a gut feeling, then sure.
No. I don't think there's no way for you to work closely with somebody for those years. And if you
can just like sense it in the back of your head, you have a tingle that they're a pedophile.
I feel like they probably was like maybe he slipped up. It's like, oh, it's in my computer. Check my email real quick. Sorry. I feel like, and to top it off, I don't think it just stops with the computer. I think he might have had either some shit lying around. There's no reason for me personally. I think when you work so closely with someone, there's no reason for you not to know their ins and outs. And remember, back in the day when you was an apprentice, you don't sleep, you don't eat until your senpai told you to. Everything was hand drawn. There was no digital back then when Oda was working with him. Everything was hand drawn. Backgrounds were done hand drawn, and shit had to be delivered to the editor. Or if you would shit, the editor will come and pick it up. But when deadlines need to be met, you're not going home. You're spending the night at your senpai's house. So with that being said, I feel like that he knew. I feel like he knew.
I'd never say anything about that. If I don't know crap, I'm not going to assume anyone else know crap because it's none of my business over here. The case was open, closed, handled. I'm not going to speculate on anyone else or throw dirt. So whenever I hear wild stuff going on, I'd rather just like look, see what I can find. And if I can't find anything, like Google is free. I can just go into Google, see what people are saying, see if there's evidence that's been reported. And if I'm not seeing anything besides like speculation, I'm not going to go bash on anyone.
You think it's bashing if we say that Oda knew?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
That's making him an accomplice to something real nasty. I wouldn't do that. Not just because it's Oda, but if it's anyone, unless there's some kind of evidence pointing towards it, I'm gonna go on the side of innocent till proven guilty.
Nah, this whole podcast is built on assumption. We sit there, we predict.
Hold on.
I judge the anime.
Your side is built on assumption,
right? I always make it very clear what I have or have not seen before I make claims. I say I haven't read the manga. I haven't seen past episode 3.
No, we've been assuming everything on here. We assumed everything from mangakas, from studios, from titles, from what artists are doing. Everything we just put 2 and 2 together. Like, okay, you know what? I'm pretty sure this bitch is not getting another check. I'm pretty sure this motherfucker's not paying another set of taxes for next year, 2023. All this shit is
just some of that tax stuff was together. Now,
right.
There are court cases for some of the tax stuff.
Right.
I mean, hey, at the end of the day, we all put 2 and 2 together and be like, you know what? I don't think, me personally, like I said before, I don't think Oda could not know about his
I refuse. And in fact, I'm gonna bury the truth with success.
If you go with that, Patty, when will you be dropping One Piece?
Well, I don't read One Piece. I don't pay for One Piece. I read it illegally. So. What's the point?
I'm taking your hat. Confiscated. You don't deserve it.
No.
Dude, I wanted to give a quick congrats to One Piece Red for that opening weekend it had. Because, it's been doing great in the box office. It hasn't quite done, like, Mugen Train numbers, but One Piece Red, Grand Line Red, Film Red, I'll just call it Red, has done very well. It's like the second or third highest grossing or something.
It's going to be a while before any anime movie does One Piece numbers. I mean, does
Demon Slayer numbers?
Demon Slayer numbers.
Yeah.
Because the timing was too perfect. But the fact that it's even comparable, like I think Demon Slayer was like in the 300 millions or billions, while One Piece is in like the 200 or something. It's like a 3-2 comparison. So relatively impressive for a non-canonical movie that's just dropping in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I should look to see when my local theater is going to have it.
I've been searching.
Nah, so it's not in New York yet?
Not by me, out in Long Island.
Oh, wait, no, don't turn over. You're ruining your braids.
What?
I braided my dog's hair. It looks very cute.
Why? Never mind.
Because I'm sitting here and I can.
Sure.
Can we see?
Wait, Bray, were you part of
a statement like that and we don't see? Can we see?
I don't know if you can see.
Wait.
It's on the IG one.
No, you did not do French braid on the back of his hair.
I'm trying to do cornrows, but I can't grip his hair like that.
I think you did ears. You did the back of this man's scalp. Okay, you all right?
He gets
fat. My dog is fine. It's the perk of having a pet that just lays there like a lump. I can't do my hair for crap, so I'm practicing on him.
Oh my
God! Lay his catch edges. Up on my hero by any chance?
No way in hell. What's happening in that? Minimal spoilers for those who are actually watching.
I'd like to. I was just wondering, like, what the Bakudeku shippers are feeling these days. That's all.
Is Deku alive or Baku alive?
I
saw some ambiguous things. What?
I'm not answering any questions. I was just wondering.
Rude. Well, I have noticed a dramatic increase on very angsty, sad Bakudeku shippers on TikTok. And the stuff they're posting. I'm too scared to actually look to see what's going on.
Yeah, just go ahead and give anybody you know who was a Bakudeku shipper a hug this week. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. Quick spoiler. Close your ears if you need to. I'm not catching up. So, is he alive or is he dead? Just Bakugo. I don't care about the red.
Patty's still on.
Patty, are you even watching sus reading it?
No.
Okay.
I will pick it back up though. I will pick it back up.
Eventually. I mean, the last chapter just ended with again, massive spoiler. Step out for a second. Last chapter just ended with Bakugo's heart getting ripped out.
Like all the way?
That's the thing. It ended. So I'll know for sure next week. But we're all pretty sure because there was a whole flashback and beautiful moment.
Shit, I felt like that should have happened first season.
It's okay. It never happened. The great thing about us shippers is we can decide, no, it didn't. I'm going to go read a happy fanfic right away. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Nothing is wrong here. That does explain a lot. I did see a lot of bloody music videos that were very sad. Yeah, dang.
You didn't watch
Everybody left for the spoilers. Sorry guys. We'll try to minimal spoiling
I was
these.
just wondering.
But like,
You
I don't know,
asked.
if it's not a series I'm actively reading, that I love hearing what happens, like from the side. Because I'm the kind of fan that I will go look up a bunch of like fun fan art and fanfics and fan videos based on what's happened canonically, even though I have not and probably will not catch up. Like, I'd love to catch up, but I just don't feel like sitting through all of it.
Gotcha.
Good to know, though. Wow,
Yeah,
that is
like,
grim. I won't
TikTok
believe
hit
it
me. I was like, "Ooh, gotta catch
entirely
up."
until they have a funeral, though. Until they confirm, like, he's dead, like, he's All Might dead. Nah, fake news.
Oh man, I can't wait to see it animated. That's going to be a great soundtrack. Look, I still listen to the song from the Hokage's funeral. Like, damn good.
Let me see. There's an anime here that I've been watching that I didn't know it was freaking amazing. I just started watching it.
What's up?
Let me get the name for it. It's like so far it's 3 episodes released. So basically it's about this it's about cursed people and regular humans. So basically if you're cursed, you look like, how can I explain it? You just look like a shadow. Shadow house. You look like a shadow. So the regular humans that aren't cursed, they basically kick you out and you have your own place to stay, because if you touch a human that's not cursed, they become just like you. But the thing is, you live for years and years and years and years and years. So this one cursed demon, I guess cursed person, because you were once human, you just got touched, you got cursed. So I guess he was walking along in the forest and there's a pile of bodies that, these soldiers are either about to burn or bury. And this cursed being end up seeing a little girl that was on the bottom of the what up, Navy? So this cursed demon sees a little girl in the bottom of the pile, and then he's like, oh, they're about to burn her, she's so pretty. And then he finds out that the girl's sleeping. So he tells the girl, like, yo, come with me, because I think they're about to burn your ass. So he ends up taking her back to his cottage, and come to find out, he gets visited by another cursed one and says that, oh, so you're going to keep the soul that's in your house? And he's like, what do you mean? It's just a little girl. He says, well, he hints that the little girl is special and has the ability to reverse the curse. You cannot keep her for yourself for long.
Wait, pause real quick. Is this the girl from the other side?
Yes.
Oh,
I've been looking forward to that.
I gotta see that. Why didn't you drop that name earlier?
I didn't know the name of it because I don't know it in English.
That's fair.
So
the only reason I know the name off the top of my head is I just saw like the first volume at Barnes and Nobles for like $40, and I didn't have $40 at the time, so it was like a special edition for it.
Huh? Does she have white hair?
Yeah, and he's like a demon-looking shadow, kind of like the dude from the Ancient Magus Bride.
Yes,
it's all shadow.
Yeah,
and wholesome.
It's really really good.
As in, like, he's got a little girl, but there's nothing weird going on. There's no soggy drops happening.
Nothing weird going on. He's at this point now, he is trying to get her to a village where other people are, because he knows that there's going to be other cursed people that's going to come after her. What's so crazy is he's not even thinking about testing out the curse. He feels like that risk is too great. I'd rather just drop her off at a village. She has cute, pretty privilege. Somebody's going to take care of her. It's just not going to be with me over here. So
makes sense.
He packed up he made her pack up whatever shit she got, made her a last batch of pancakes and said, yo, let's go, because we might be in a row for 2 to 3 days, because I don't know what the fuck we going. And that's where I stopped at. And I think that was like episode 2. And I was like, wow, this shit is good. And the animation is kind of like, I can't explain the animation. You have to watch it because it moves. Like, it's not.
I feel like I'm starting to detect a type from you in the anime you watch and you really love. Because what was that one you said was really pretty and sad about a monster in the forest that adopts a little girl?
Somali and the Forest Spirit.
That was great.
That was really good.
Almost.
I got the poster. I was really good.
I heard what happened. If it delivers at the end when they come out with season 2s and 3s, hopefully.
Well, I stopped watching. Like, I watched all the way up to the last episode. I refused because my husband told me how it ended. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not going to watch it. I'm just leaving it like this.
Yeah, did they
But for
drop an
manga,
episode I don't know about? Because
I don't think it's coming back the way it ended. But it's a really good watch.
why
Like
it ended,
story
everyone was
wise, the
fine.
world building is really good. It's really good.
Yeah, I've heard so much about it, and I feel like it's pretty. Just in general, it probably looks great.
Yeah, it's not pretty like breathtaking like you would see it. It's just I don't know, you have to see it. Like the lines are still moving while the person is like still. Like they try
Mm-hmm.
to put like a vintage type of art style to the feel, which goes great with the fact that they're talking about cursed spirits. I mean cursed
Right.
people. So it fits the aesthetic perfect. So I thought it was I was like, "Oh, this shit fire." So
Mm.
I
The thing I
like
don't get is why is it bad to be cursed? Because I know like you can infect others, but it doesn't seem like it actually does anything.
I'm still waiting for that one because I look at this nigga. I'm like, nigga. But the problem is he forgets everything because he lived for so long. He forgets his original name. He
Eh,
has a picture of his wife and his daughter and the baby. He doesn't know his wife's name because he's been cursed for so long. So I think
should have
you can
wrote
be
that down.
strong
Like,
and you're by yourself for a while.
Yeah,
So
but then it sounds like the only issue is immortality, and you can give it to someone else by touching them.
just
true.
make them more.
So I'm still waiting for why they call them cursed ones. Like what's so
Sounds
bad
like a
about this?
blessing, really.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah,
see
it's
what's
probably
so
that
good
old school
about
thing
it.
of just isolation is bad. Hmm?
And let's
Yeah,
be
but it's
real.
so easy to isolate other people with you. You can just touch your friends and neighbors, and now you're all immortal together.
Let me tell you something. Not only is he cursed, his wardrobe style is impeccable because he got this three button vest
Hmm.
with the wool. I'm like, nigga, you supposed to be cursed, not flashy. He has these nice leather black shoes that he walks around in the
No,
forest.
no, no, that makes
Nah,
sense. If you're gonna live forever,
you
you
gotta
want to
pick
live
up
forever
style,
looking good.
right?
At
Like, you
some point,
gotta.
you'll learn fashion and figure out your body type, how
Yeah.
to dress. He knows he looks good in black.
He's slim. He's long. His pants is always pleated. They got the creases down. Like I'm like, you should see his jacket when he went to take the girl back to the village. I'm like, sir, you her off somewhere. You don't have to crush it like this. But yeah,
But he do
um,
though. You gotta
I
dress for
don't. I
the
mean, I
job
don't
you
get.
want. You know.
I don't get why he was the bad. That's a good question. I want to. If that's being cursed, sign me up because that looks like that has its
Immediately.
own perks. Just saying,
What's
but
a name, really? I could just make a new one. It's fine.
he did. I think he did. I think he did make a new one. If
There
I'm
you
not
go. See, no downsides that I see so far.
But yeah, so far it's a very very good watch. Oh, I'm on this. I don't know why they Given.
Hmm.
So it looks like they put it.
They started the dub. Yeah, the
Okay,
Yeah.
dub
so
of
that's
Given
why.
dropped.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yes, that's why you might
Yo,
see a resurgence in
Crunchyroll's a
Given
little
right
bit
now.
of
Very
a
excited because
nightmare
they
right
dropped
now.
the full English dub, and I heard even the songs might be dubbed. I haven't confirmed that yet. I'm
If
only
the
like 2 or
songs
3
are
episodes
dubbed,
in.
Crunchyroll, put a
If
pause on everything because
if
I
they
don't
pull it
want to
off,
hear that song. I don't want to hear that song that tearing song that
right?
makes you cry.
I
That's
want to hear it in English. I really
I
hope
do
it's in
want to know
English.
how they
I
pulled
don't
it
know
off if
yet.
they
If
did.
anyone's in the comments and you know if the song is in English yet, let me know. Because I'm just going episode by episode without, too many spoilers. But yeah, the dub is pretty funny so far. Like, they're never sticking perfectly to the original Japanese script, so they'll add, like, bits here and there
see. I
in the
don't want
slang and
to.
lines. So it's a good time.
See, I don't want to be like an elitist or a purist, right? It's just some things you just don't touch. Like, I'm sorry.
I don't
If
know.
it's a
I don't
musical,
know.
no.
So far, I'm not against it. Because, like, it's weird, but
You're
personalities, the
biased. You just
characters'
like to see them
personalities
niggas
change a
talking.
little bit when you go sub to dub.
Nah, because you like them. That's why. You
I,
biased. You biased. You like the way they
yeah,
live.
I am biased.
And this is another excuse for you to watch it all over again.
Mhm.
Oh, it's definitely watch it
I
again.
had been tempted to watch it again, but I didn't think I could deal with the pain. But as soon as I heard it was in English, I'm like, okay, I can hurt a little bit. But no, I am genuinely curious how things are changed, like between the original sub and the dub, because it's not the same. I will slap anyone who says sub and dub is the same. I don't mind if people prefer one or the other. I don't mind if people say they're both equal, but I refuse to accept that the sub is the same as the dub because you do get different vibes between them.
So you mind if it's equal?
I don't think it's the same either, because it's like just by how you say certain things and how you phrase certain words and how you reenact a line can change the whole dynamic of a conversation.
Hmm.
So I know some dub actors, what they do is they will sit there and listen to the original voice actor. Hence, I said original. They will listen to the original voice actor and read the lines, right? And see the emotion based off of the original and then play it off from there. Some. Now, you got the ones that are risque and be like, I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm going to do it off ear. I'm going to just do it off reading the script. That is always a little, that's a little risque, but there are some that can do
Not
that and don't give a fuck.
necessarily. Yeah,
I
I
do
would
wonder.
prefer they riff on their own to really make their character their own than try to mimic the original badly. Because one, we always consider the bad dubs are the ones that just sound awkward and it feels weird. But the great ones are when they decide, okay, this is how I interpret the character. It's still the same character, but here's how this line could have been said, or this is how that could have gone. So, like the same lines, but slightly different vibes.
If it doesn't
And
give
I
me the same
appreciate that.
feeling, nah. If it doesn't give me the same feeling of the sub, I don't want it.
I don't
But
need
that's
the
I think
exact same feeling.
that's
I want the
I
same
maybe
don't need
feeling.
the
true
exact
if
same
the
feeling.
sub is the original, but in cases where say the manga is the original, then just because one voice actor did it a certain way first doesn't mean that another voice actor is wrong in how they do things. Again,
No, I
Skate the
just need to
Infinity
give
was
me
a
that
miraculous, amazing example between the
That
two
was because of
atoms.
one line.
You
One
can
line
feel it
saved that
throughout the
whole dub.
entirety of the script and how that slightly changes the character while still keeping the essence of the character. It can
that's
be
the
done
one.
great, or sometimes they just completely throw everything and go a ghost story style. No one can deny that the dub of Ghost Stories is better than the sub. That's just a fact.
Well, that's because first of all, the dub actors that showed up knew they wasn't gonna get paid shit. They saw this story. It was like, oh my god, this shit is trash. Let's have fun with it, and that's what they did. But like I said, you don't have to. I'm not expecting you to do a line from like reenact it the same way. I just want to feel the same feeling that voice actor did from the original, so I can better. I just want that same feeling because there's a reason why I like this anime. There's a reason why I like this voice actor. There's a reason why this scene is important to me. Just like Given, if you are not singing with that same emotion as it was
Yeah, that's what I'm
from
worried about.
the
But but
sub, I
but
don't
English
want it.
actors can have more emotion. Like, for example, you're J. Michael Tatum for Black Butler. Do you not feel the vibes even stronger in the English than you do in the Japanese? So I've gone
Well,
back and
that's
listened
because
to
he
it
gave me the
both,
same
and I
emotion.
like it more in the English. One, because they got the British accents down better, and two, he just carries the elegant essence of a demon butler so well. So just because the Japanese actor does it first, doesn't mean that they do it best.
No, I'm not saying that he does it best, but I get the same feeling. I sat there and watched the sub, and it gives me the same feeling.
Really?
Yeah, it gives me the same feeling. Even though I'm biased because I like J. Michael Tatum, shout out to him. Hey, boo. Shout out to him. But I'm just saying, like, I need the same emotion. I need to have that same charismatic, condescending asshole of a butler and still feel like he's gonna pour me a hot cup of tea after he tells me how idiotic I am for not doing what I was supposed to do yesterday and meet up and do the meetings, but he's still going to fix my bow tie when I wake up in the morning. So he gives me that feeling. So I just want the same feeling from what is interpreted in the original. You don't have to do it word for word. You can even change the words, which most of the time they do change the words because of the different dialect and the
Yeah,
different.
you gotta change the words.
Yeah, it's
But
a
I
different
guess
language.
just considering the Japanese actor to be the original, in some cases, yes. But a lot of times now they're coming out with like simultaneous subs and dubs.
Mhm.
So the Japanese is the original language, but that doesn't mean that voice actors necessarily like the OG, the official voice actor for a character. So I just don't want to like dump on other language voice actors just because the Japanese one might even have it easiest. Yeah, I think
Well,
that's fair to say. The Japanese voice actor has it the absolute
Well,
easiest
they have it the
because the
easiest.
lines are made in their original language, while all
They
the
have
rest have to try to fit their language to the essence of the
they
character.
have it the easiest for anime. Yes, their products.
Yeah, for anime,
Disney
obviously.
movies do get made in other languages, so Japanese voice actors have to do it in do an English movie in Japanese now. So
that is such a perfect
I do
point.
wonder
Thank
if they
you,
have
because you
that
know
same
what?
argument over there.
Mm-hmm.
Encanto,
Well,
fantastic.
Encanto
My
is
favorite version of Encanto
makes
was
no
the Spanish
like,
version. Even
Encanto
though you
makes no
might say it
sense.
was the original, I didn't feel like they had to match the original characters' voices, because some of the essence they just gave felt nice in Spanish. So that's a case where you do have multiple language versions of it, and one language isn't necessarily the best or the original or the standard to hold all the rest to.
But I feel like Encanto is kind of a very specific case because Lin-Manuel does speak Spanish, I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
can kind of work with that and just reword everything as needed for that. But
I thought the song said.
yeah.
But yeah, similar. So the language of the source material gives those voice actors the advantage, but even with the advantage, there are cases where other voice actors in different languages might even present a better version of it.
Sure.
Nah, you're Japanese voice acting supremacist.
I don't know if we need to use the word supremacist.
Okay,
Seems a bit much.
Finn? No, that's not strong enough.
Wow.
Oh, Bree, we have a comment on our live on our IG. Usually a voice actor overseas has to fit the animation.
Oh yeah, well that's true for any animation. So especially these days, a ton of animation is now made in multiple languages. So if it's a US animation, any other person has to fit, English. If it's Japanese, everyone has to try to fit like the Japanese mannerisms and styles, because each speech dialect and every language is so different. There are ways that just come out weird.
Yeah.
Like, even from a linguistic perspective, the places in a sentence where you put emphasis don't always fit in other languages. That's why screaming is always kind of weird in Japanese, or when someone says it in like a loud yelling manner. Because when it's done in the dub, it's like, why are you screaming then? It just looks kind of weird. Because weird. In English, if you're saying an English sentence and yelling at someone, that's not the words you stress. Like, I can't believe you said that.
Yeah.
That's how it always looks.
I totally agree.
It's just like it's like so weird, and that's a lot of times why people can't do the dubs so well, because it's so hard to tailor your language to a different language's speech patterns.
True, but I feel like I like the way the animation is now, because they don't make it precise with the lip movement, so they make it so that if they do have to do simulcast and do a bunch of voiceovers, that you can still find a way to fit the movement of the mouth of the act of the character, which I find totally dope. Because I what I did was I looked at the sub and the dub of some anime, right? And I did a specific scene, and I was like, just to see if the lips were still moving after they finished the sentence. Because certain sentences, they could come out longer in Japanese than it is in English, depending on like what Bree said. But the lip movement, because they don't do like, they just like,
yeah, up and down.
Yeah. And
unless they have one of those like close-ups that actually care about the lip movements.
Yeah, but that's usually more hentai situations.
No, what? No.
What? Mm-hmm. What were you talking about?
I'm talking like the cases where like they cut off all the sounds, so you just see the character saying something and the other character acts like, what? It's like, wait, before you go.
Sorry, I was just watching Kakegurui Twin, so.
Okay, good choice.
Close-ups of the lips mean very different things.
But one voice actor that he don't need no substitute. He don't need no dub. I don't care what this motherfucker's saying. He could read a grocery list, and I'm just like, oh my God. We're talking about the voice actor that did Way of the House Husband. That nigga right there. I don't know how old he is. He probably like 45, because he's been in the business for so long. Even his shot, his photo, his shot for his resume and everything, because they got the headshot photos. His headshot look fucking sexy. This nigga, the way this nigga talk, I'm like, yo, first of all, you lucky my speakers aren't like detachable, because the shit I would do with the speakers while he talking, and he has the whole house. The way he's like, he is amazing. So right off the bat, whoever decides to do the dub from Jobless Reincarnation, and they did him, what's his name? The guy, what's his name?
Horsted.
Whoever did Horsted, whoever booked you for the job, what they did, they set you up for failure. If you decided to do that role, understand this, that's some big shoes you will never fucking ever fill. I'm just letting you know right now. I know I'm biased, but I don't give a fuck, because that's Zaddy. This man right here, I don't know how many packs of cigarettes he smoked a day, but whatever, it just fits right with every character. And I'm gonna tell you how versatile he is. He was actually in one of the isekais, right? And he doesn't really have necessarily a voice that's like comedic, but he played that role. He was actually like the comedy relief for those 2 episodes. I'm like, this nigga funny and still sexy at the same time. You know how hard it is to get a man that's funny and sexy at the same time? They don't make them like that no more, ladies and
You're
gentlemen.
saying that, but I have a preferred role. I never like to see the voice actors in case they don't match the character. Like, it is a specific example that he could play Way of the House Husband, because he literally looks like the house husband. But in most cases, I can't be watching, oh, I love this character, and look him up and said, huh, that's not who I thought you were. I don't know. It throws me off a little bit.
But that goes to show you how sexy he is. He's so sexy, Netflix was like, let's do the live action. Let's have this nigga play him.
Right, just bring him on.
Like he's the dude. I'm like, yo, they did not cast the dude that did the voiceover. Can they do that first one? Let me see how he looks.
Yeah. For the live action, they just went, no. We're not even going to go against what he's good at. We're still going to make him voice over the whole show. He's not going to speak during the show. He's going to speak in the background.
No, the live action was probably their apology for making him voice act such a shitty under-budget anime.
That's true.
That's what that was. I am so sorry you had to waste your time with this bullshit.
And
so
you know
here's
what?
what we're going to do.
I mean, that's where
we're going to make it over in live.
Actually, that's probably what happened. Is they had to pay him, and they were like, we can't really animate this, so choose one or the other, man.
If this is an apology, Netflix, apologies. I'm telling you right now, apologies. The way that man do laundry and the live action. If my man is not fixing me a bento box with so much accuracy and so much passion, I don't want it. I don't want it. What is this? Peanut butter? No, I don't want this. I don't want this. No. I don't want this. This is not really doing it for me.
Honestly, even if you made a peanut butter jelly sandwich, it'd be the perfect peanut butter jelly sandwich.
What the perfect ratio, the way I like it.
The crust would be only crust that get cut off, no part of the bread. I don't know how he would do it, but it would just be perfectly just crust off.
His accuracy with blades and everything is probably perfect. Picture fucking perfect, bitch. It's like, Did
you peel the bread? How do you do that? Like, yeah.
Wait, there is a bit of anime news. I'm just remembering. I heard. I haven't verified it yet, but I think Crunchyroll bought Right Stuff Anime.
The people who sell the manga online.
Yeah, and they're getting rid of all the explicit stuff.
What?
There you go. Now that got your attention.
Come on. Why? Yeah, I ain't even buying nothing off Right
What's
Stuff.
the purpose? What's the purpose?
Still.
What's the purpose?
Like,
what
who
was
asked
that?
for that?
How do you feel about yourself? How you feel about yourself?
So that's
you saw what happened to Tumblr.
Right Stuff Anime. So it seems like Crunchyroll might be trying to get a monopoly on the English anime market.
I mean, that's smart of them though, because I mean, with Disney Plus stepping into the game, you gotta get your money up.
Ooh, there should be no changes to ordering from Right Stuff Anime unless you are looking to buy erotica products. So if you're thirsty, they will no longer be offered on Right Stuff.
I mean, to be honest with you, like, did you guys see the statue, the A statue, when he's chained up and he got no pants on?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. As soon as we talk,
that should look fire. I'm not gonna hold you. That should look fire. That should look yo. They even got 2 versions. The one with the flames coming out his shit.
Yeah, we saw it.
Perfect. It's perfect. When I tell you, it got me. Let me just say, like, it got me wondering what kind of mindset of an artist you have to be to create such a masterpiece.
Our mindset.
Like that was
Like
That
that
is the
site
best
has
part
mad
about
characters on there. They
fans.
got Zoro, they got Levi on there. I think Aaron's on there. Boa Hancock's on there. Like they doing work.
Right? It's a general rule. If you're thinking it, there's at least 100 people online thinking it too who will thank you.
It is the work
Period, all the
of
time. But I
the
am worried
anime.
about Crunchyroll because if they keep like buying stuff like this, then things could go like the way of Tumblr, the way of OnlyFans trying to go. Hey, I want to conglomerate a bunch of stuff.
OnlyFans,
I've got a
what?
huge following base, but now I want to monetize it. Therefore, let's cut out the horny and expect them to still stay. Some of us, yes. But I don't know. That could it's a dangerous slope. So
Listen,
for right now, just as a heads up on Right Stuff, it's saying some erotic content will be transferred to arrowanimestore.com. But like I just don't like the idea of there being any kind of monopoly on anime.
I don't
I like that Netflix has some. I'm like hesitant about Disney Plus, but I'm willing to see if Disney Plus keeps up.
I'm happy Crunchyroll and Funimation got together now.
Yeah, well, Funimation is. I don't know if you should be happy about that.
I mean, High Dive
now
is still
Crunchymission
there.
is just one less. It seems like High Dive is starting to rise to fill Funimation's spot.
Yeah,
but
and again, the mouse is in play. Like the power of Disney cannot be underestimated. All right.
What if Disney buys Crunchy?
Then we're fucked. That's what I mean. Like Crunchyroll gotta make moves right now while they still have a shot.
I don't want Disney to control my anime.
The moment Disney goes, hey, those nerds over there ain't giving us money. We got the Marvel nerds. Why don't we have these nerds?
Because you don't know what to do with anime. Disney, let me just say this, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It's gonna be the only time I'm gonna be honest with you because I want them coins. I want to get sponsored. So listen, Disney, you don't know how, this is a whole different ball game. Fucking with people like us, anime nerds. We are very precise about our shit. We don't like our shit being in jail. We don't like that. We want to make sure that we have our shit intact and released when you say it's going to be released. It's bad enough these motherfuckers in Japan would tell you 5 times that this show was coming out. Chainsaw Man had 3 different openings, 3 different release dates. We ain't getting out one yet. Now all of a sudden it's going to be released in October. Not going to happen. We already know that. We'll so, not only that, we kind of don't want you to change the way our anime is like the writing and the ratings. Like I like when my shit is PG, not PG, but TV 14 when it comes to certain stories. I don't want you to make it into a Cinderella type situation. Because you know, if you give me a couple of Cinderellas, that's fine. But remember, my Cinderellas are between my demons. You know, after I finish watching the most gruesome, heart-crying anime, I want to be able to go watch my Cinderella. You know what I'm saying? I want to watch my happy-go-lucky shit, but I want my dark shit. I want my shit that makes sense, but still makes me feel like I'm a type of bitch like, oh, I'm not feeling anything right now. Let me pinch myself. If I feel the pain, I know I'm alive. So
we might have a little bit. We might have some hope because it seems like Disney Plus is trying to kind of like shed some of its Disney Magic Princess image because that's why they got Deadpool. That's why they made Moon Knight.
They took all the Netflix Marvel shows and they have those on there now. So
yeah, so they're starting to have some like proper gritty content. So they might be open to really showing everything. I don't think they'll ever get anything too dirty
unless they found a way to like censor Punisher. Because if they did, it's just a black screen. You're watching the whole 20-something episodes or whatever. That's it. That's all that would be.
Yeah, but Patty, based on what you said, what was it? That summertime rendering? Yeah. That does not seem like Disney's type, and yet that's the one they went for.
Sitting in jail. Waiting patiently.
Yeah, I'm tired.
It's a great show that went to just die
you're tired
in Disney
of it?
jail.
No, I'm tired of them putting it in jail. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are new and you don't know what we mean by when it's in jail, here's the thing. Usually when a streaming service gets content, especially if it's overseas, they will have a grace period where it's fully released overseas, and then they'll wait for it for the completion, and then they'll let us watch it. What you have the right to do that. But as us being fucking nerds and being free, I will stream the shit illegally. I'll be Japanese for the day and watch the shit in fucking Japanese with the sub. I'm not waiting for you to do that. I don't know why, because the subs are released.
Yeah, you have them.
They got the on the bottom.
They're simulcasted.
Exactly. So
they're
why
ready.
can't you just put that? Why it's ready?
They're ready an hour after they release on TV.
Netflix at least recognized that. Netflix has started doing more simulcasting like that, but
they're a
the
few
fact
weeks
that
behind,
Disney
but
Plus has summer rendering but hasn't put it out yet, it's a little shady.
That's a little heartbreaking. Like, you treating me like a stepchild, man. Like, I don't understand. Why is it that your real kids, your blood children get to eat the fucking
Don't bring that up.
no, for real, your children get to eat, but then I gotta wait till they finish eating and then wash the dishes and put the shit away to eat my meal. What am I, a servant? What am I, a butler? You know what? Let me tell you something. Even in Downtown Abbey, the butler still had hot food. The maids in the quarters downstairs, their food was still hot while they were serving upstairs. I don't need to sit here and eat cold food. Don't do that to me, because guess what? I'm going to go to the other village and eat with the other family, and I'm not waiting for you. You can't fuck with free. And that's the problem. They feel like, oh, they're going to wait. Ha-ha, bitch. I'm already doing a review on episode 3. When you don't,
yeah, but Patty, you think, but don't forget how powerful Disney is with their copyright. It is so annoying to find and watch Disney movies illegally online because they are on it. As soon as they recognize, oh, you trying to pirate this? Nah, shut down. No, you got like 3 days to watch a link you find. Shut down. So if Disney gets anime, they will shut down pirating sites so hard and so fast, it'll be gone before you can even type in the URL.
Watch Cartoon has been out longer than my mother. I'm gonna let you know right now. If they ever come to a point where
.io.tv.ru, they keep changing it, but I feel like if it becomes a threat to Disney, they will put the full force of the Mouse Hunt Squad on it.
Wait, hold up. They even got Disney movies on that shit. So what are you talking about? Nah.
Yeah, the pirates are stronger. Like, cause they had.
You think the pirates will escape with it? Do you think they'll escape Disney?
Yeah. Of course, yeah.
The pirates ain't here. Hey. They're in like third world countries where Disney can't get to them.
Okay, good point. Good point.
The Incredibles movie 2, I think Watch Cartoon had it in 3 days after it was released. Talking about, here you go, bitch. I said, oh, thank you. Like, can't fuck with them.
Well, Watch Cartoon will be gone now because Patty keeps dropping their name.
Yeah, you got to stop dropping names, Patty. That's rule number 1. You don't drop the pirate site on social media.
You the one that ended it with the last name. All I said was watch. That's it. Watch. That's it. There's billions of Watch Cartoons out there. You don't know which one I'm talking
about. There's a million.
Probably the first one.
That's not.
We all know. We all do the same thing. We just Google it.
That's it. But like I said before, like, I kind of feel like it's kind of ridiculous for you to sit there and just not have it released for everybody. If you're going to buy it and say, hey, you're going to have it on your platform and your platform only. If you think us anime nerds, we've been streaming for years. We've been watching shit illegally for decades. Not only that, we used to torrent, getting viruses. We about that fucking life, nigga. I'm letting you know right now.
Times because we just had to start over, like just factory reset. Like everything's got to be wiped.
What?
Not that Black Ramen supports pirating in any way. We are strongly against pirates. Pirates are bad except for the Straw Hats.
Yes.
Yeah, listen to us. Buy all of your stuff. Well, I don't know why I'm complaining about buy all your stuff. I have all the subscriptions anyway.
That's true.
All the anime ones.
That's the ones that count for the most part. But I know Netflix does have a series out right now called Sandman. So I checked out the first episode of Sandman. It's based on...
It's a movie.
Nah, it's a series. It's based on a graphic novel from DC. Which is I was surprised to see that Netflix was like, okay, fuck you, Marvel. You got my shit. Let's go to DC. So they decided to take Sandman, right? So I don't know if it stays true to the graphic novel, but it starts off with it's so much shit that's going on. I can't even describe it. But the first episode, I'm here for episode 2. I just wanted things to be done a little different. Like, I feel like there was a lot going on. And I feel like they tried to rush the first episode to just be like, hurry up, bitch, catch up so we can give you to episode 2 to certain aspects. But when I tell you it's really, if it was executed well, it's still a good story. It's still a phenomenal story. It's a fantasy. It's a dark fantasy. It's not too bloody. It's just the right amount of darkness with crows and black shit with witches and dragons and shit. It's good. It's good. It's good. Will I be coming back? Yeah, probably. I was this close to buying the volume in the comic book store, but when I turned it around and saw how much it was, I was like, you know what? Let me watch the series first. I'll be back.
Now that you mentioned it. Now that you mentioned
Yeah, but
now
what's
that you mentioned
Netflix thinking
dragons,
doing DC just because Marvel left? Do they not think DC is also going to like up and find some big backer?
Not for a
Okay,
long time.
maybe it's just this one. Yeah, that's true. DC's not there yet.
DC was at Comic-Con like, these motherfuckers.
You just gotta have to show all these like really that Black Panther. Come on, man.
They had nothing. Listen, DC was just like, I'm just here, man. I'm just here.
I mean, you know, I'll watch Shazam and Black Adam.
I don't know if I can take Black Adam seriously because of The Rock. He's there. It's like, I'm too used to seeing him in comedies.
I do not go into any DC movie expecting anything. I expect nothing. I did enjoy what was that show with John Cena? That was good.
Oh, that was on Amazon Prime.
No, it was on
Peacemaker.
Max. Peacemaker, yeah, HBO Max. HBO got mad DC stuff. Still watching Harley Quinn.
Good choice. Ooh, that is a masterpiece.
Yeah, that's good. That's
DC
good.
animated is always
you
great.
You know what? I feel like Harley Quinn wasn't talked about as much as it should have been. I like seeing the aspect
of the animated series.
Yeah, it's like that's
a fantastic one.
Yeah, it was really good. Like I like seeing the aspect of how you deal with a breakup, being a psychopath. It's really it's informative and it's very interesting because we all been there. Like I've been a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs every now and then. Back then,
that movie Martin Lawrence did back in the day, Thin Line Between Love and Hate, kind of handled that.
Yeah, but you don't really get to see it in the animated series so well.
Okay, gotcha.
The fact that she got her life put together by her friend. Who's like you always got that one friend that never fucking listen to you when she tells you, you should not do this no more. But wait. But he texted me back even though it was 2 days ago. What should I say? Bitch, hang up. Like put the phone down. Like, and then it just turned out to be like a love situation.
And it took its time is the key. Yeah, it wasn't like episode 1 breakup, everything's great. By episode 2, she relapses. The entire first season, she keeps struggling not to. It's like, dang. That's just well done. The pacing is so great. It is hilarious. Character seems like I'll be going somewhere.
You know what, Bree? You did. I like the fact that you mentioned that they didn't rush the love scene. That's how you know it's real. Because I don't think any of them had any intentions of being together, but because they've been through so much and the healing process, this is what I'm afraid of too when it comes to a person that's going through a traumatic situation in their life. The person that's beside them, who's helping them, they have the what's that nurse again? What's it called? The
Nurse Ratchet?
No, the Nurse Nightingale complex. It's how all the like the what's her name?
Like people falling in love with their therapists.
Yeah. But I was worried that was going to happen when I found out how the season was going to end. But to be honest with you, you could tell like, nah, they really fuck with each other like that. Like,
that is what you got to do. That is the key that always annoys me in shows I watch. You have to make the person watching want them to be together long before the characters get together. A lot of times they rush in. By like first episode, you see, oh my god, the sexual tension. They're attractive. They want it. No. Slow your ass down.
Well, no.
If I see them actually getting together or wanting to be together too quickly, then now I'm immediately Jay. It's like cliche, dumb.
Yeah,
they're done that. But if you make me want them to be together and I'm sitting there rooting for them before it even starts, applause.
Yeah, I am. And you know what? I didn't see this one coming. I really didn't see this one coming. Even though I think in some issues in some comics they do end up being together, but in the comics them being together was never the focus of them Like them being in a relationship was never the focus point of the story. It's always how we gonna rob this bank and still not put a run on my stockings because this, my other stockings are cleaners. So it's like I like this, how it's not in your face and it's not just, sex sells. It's more like, well, for me, I felt like it felt like it was more genuine. Like it was more about the romance, right? So, and how they got together. And it's like it feels real. And you really, I wouldn't expect that from a cartoon show, especially the way she was dissing Batman, saying that he ain't got no nuts and shit like that. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. This is great. But right. I am still disappointed that it's not pushed like it was. You heard about it for like maybe a couple of weeks, right? And then after that, it was just dead. And then when season 2 came out, all you saw all over the internet was, oh, they got together, they kissed, they rubbed titties and shit like that. And then that was it.
Yeah, that's not even what it was about. That's Well, that's because people
got
be dumb.
People in the door though.
Not as much. Not as much.
Right? Boils it down too much. Because
not as much.
Honestly, the thing is, if you don't think you can write an amazing romance, just make no romance at all. People, don't be afraid to not include romance in the story. It doesn't need it. I don't want a love interest. I don't even want the character to blush if they see someone.
No love triangle, please.
No love triangle, no blush. You don't even really need sexual tension. There is perfectly fine to have a story in which the main character or the side characters don't hook up with someone.
K-dramas do it so well. We sit there and watch 25,000 episodes. They haven't even kissed.
They scream when their hands brush.
That's it.
That's how you do it.
That's it. And you just like, oh
Make
my God.
us want it more than the characters.
Oh my God. It's beautiful. like right there. You know what it is? K-dramas have me in so much of a way. My husband can walk in on me watching one. He'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, nigga, what's wrong with you? like we're already at episode 26 and he finally invited her to go out for lunch. And it's so cute. It's so cute. You're watching what that episode, what it leads up to her getting dressed and what she thinks that she should wear, and come to find out she's overdressed and this dude came out all casual, still looking good, pulls out her seat. She don't know how to act because the nigga never pulled out her seat. Like it's man, listen. And listen. I know I'm a horny dumbass bitch, but there's some shits that you don't have to have all that sexual attention. Just make the story, write the story well. Rom-coms need to upgrade.
Right, especially when you watch the American stuff or the English stuff.
Yes.
It's always like within the first episode, someone's naked, boobs are showing, they're having sex. For what? I'm just sitting here bored, wanting to fast forward.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't. I'm not even here for this. Stop making me waste my time like that. Unless you're watching it for the horny, it's just inserted unnecessarily.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Studios, ladies and gentlemen, Warner Brothers, anybody, if you want to do a rom-com, you know who the best person to do rom-coms for? Girls, specifically women that write fan fiction. Call them up, go on their shit, go to Reddit, whatever, go to their Instagram, whatever, right? They don't even have to be artists, the ones that write. And you know the ones that write, because they so focused on this shit, you never see their face. They just tell you when their next chapter is coming out, and you like, okay, great. So this is what you do. You book one of them shorties, you book one of them girls. I guarantee you have a box
masterpiece.
Masterpiece. Men that's going to the movie theaters, that's buying out tickets, is women. And we bring our gay best friend, our transgender friend. We bring everybody in the LGBT community, and we leave the cis men alone. Because you know why? They don't have good taste. Some of them don't have good taste, aside from Derby. Some of them
they're the ones who are there just waiting for the boobs to appear on screen.
There it is.
We don't need them. Wasted demographic. Get the rest of us.
We the ones that spend the money. Guys don't spend the money. Females, we spend the money. We are this. This is us. Just do that. Just do that. It'd be perfect.
Sure.
And maybe we'll even drag our resident straight guy along for educational purposes. Could be our friend, could be our sibling, could be our other. Doesn't matter. We'll say, get over here. You see this? Take notes. Here's a pen and paper and a little flashlight so you can write during the movie.
I enjoy things without horny. But I also enjoy the horny. So
it's good, but they do it wrong because they sprinkle it everywhere.
Right.
It's like the person only has 2 seasonings, so they put those 2 seasonings on everything they cook.
I like the horny everywhere. Do not put everyone on your level. Like I
Nah,
like the horny everywhere sometimes.
nah. When it
Nah.
comes to when I want to feel something, when I want to see something being cherished, I need, something that makes me feel nice to be
Don't get
around.
me wrong. I can
You know,
enjoy a good K
I
drama
love
with
that shit.
no horny in it
I love that
whatsoever.
shit. Matter of fact,
But if
we
you
just
add
said
horny everywhere, I'll probably still enjoy it as well. Like
nah.
it's not gonna affect my day.
I'm enjoying it underneath the premises of, the privacy of my own home. But when I say this, when it comes to a great rom-com, you have if let me tell you, the women are gonna come. They're gonna bring the cis men. When I tell you the cis straight men are gonna come and decide to not have 2 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, and body wash the next day, and they're gonna really go to the
First off,
local market and get
I don't,
all 3 bottles and
I
get a
don't think
different deodorant, start
think
buying floss. They change their whole perspective. They're like, oh my God.
look, 2-in-1 shampoo is pretty
Mm-mm.
convenient, right? Like
It's not.
y'all shit on it all the time. Look, I get
Yeah.
it. You have
Hair.
a lot of hair situations to deal with. But for people who don't, it's just a very quick and easy way to deal with things. I'm sorry. No.
You are blowing yourself up. We were just
I
being-
will
Right. You are
happily
not representing your
I
demographic
will
well.
happily
You're
blow
not.
myself up for this. Like, what are we
You're
doing here? Like,
Nah,
I'm gonna waste money on 2 different things? No.
nah, but you could have kept that a secret though. Like you
You
didn't
don't
have
need to
to
out
show
yourself
that.
like that.
Nah,
fine.
you don't.
I'm
You
happily
don't.
fine.
You don't.
I have
Now
never
we read
once
these
lied
comments
about who
over
I
here.
am. I have never once lied about who I am.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, why you think that is, Brie? That's a good question. Why you think that when it comes to like K dramas and it's just the simplest shit, the shit just hits so different.
Because they invest actual weight into the characters. Because they make things more. Because
Give me an
throwing
example.
in a sex scene early on is such a freaking shortcut that it kind of cheapens the rest. So you gotta like raise the stakes, make it higher and harder. Okay, you're gonna start with low stakes. They make everything a big deal. A weight, a handhold, a touch. It's like, okay, guys, this matters in a relationship. And that actually feels more like real relationships. Like the first time you're on a date with someone, you like sneakily hold hands.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big deal. That gives you like, ooh, got him.
Or this
When
is
you
the
like
one I like
successfully get
too.
the person you're crushing on's number, so you walk out of sight, make sure they're not looking, and do a little dance. That's the
Yeah.
feeling that K-drama gives.
I love that.
American ones, they just like throw sex at it right away and like, look at how intense this sex scene is. Look, we're allowed to show boobs because it's Netflix and not on TV anymore.
Nah,
Like,
I don't want
The Punisher.
You tried.
You know what I like? When the girl either gets like when they're about to cross the street and either a car is coming with the water splashing and the guy just grabs her and then she's like, oh, nah.
Right?
And
And
then-
you
and
know
then-
the next 10 minutes will just be the angle of them hugging from
That's
every
it, with the
angle. And they'll
song, with the
rewind and
song.
play it again like 3 times in slow-mo.
Don't forget the song. And I
Gotta get the song. I have downloaded many of a hugging song from
and then you just see her eyes like this, just nah. And then it's just that's it. But I love that shit. That shit, I eat that shit up.
It's so dumb, but it's like it's such a vibe because you get into it even without wanting to. You can sit there saying this is dumb, but when it happens, like oh,
They're just like, oh my god, this is so fire. This is it. Mike is so frustrated with me because when he goes on his Netflix, it's nothing but recommendations of K dramas. Why?
It is. I have to like scroll
Why?
down to get to anything that's in English but not related to food. That's all I've got on my recommendations list. Here's some anime. Here's some Chinese dramas. Here's some Korean dramas. Here's some subtitle dramas. Here's a quick show in English. I know you don't want that though. Here's a cooking show.
True.
It's got me.
But also, ladies and gentlemen, do not stop in just K dramas. There's Thai dramas. There's C dramas. What else, Bree? We got
Every
another
country
one.
got dramas.
K dramas,
Basically.
Thai
No, but I like-
dramas.
I
you
like
got-
the Asian-
every country has genres, and they're all just a different flavor.
And there's the
Try them
greatness that
all.
is RRR. Like if we
Oh,
haven't
oh
said
my
it,
God.
we've said it once, we've said it.
Yo, like
20
Patty, I
times.
don't know if you
Watch
probably haven't seen it yet.
RRR.
Watch RRR.
That
Go
Indian
to it.
Bollywood
You can
movie.
watch it in
Oh my
sitting. You can
God.
say you're gonna watch it in sittings, but you'll just watch all of it right away.
What is
Damn
that?
good. It's an Indian Bollywood movie.
I don't know if
think
it's
it's
Bollywood, but yeah, it's an Indian one, and it's so good.
That
Like when I
Bollywood
tell
movies.
you,
I like Bollywood.
Yo,
It's
we
incredible.
thought we were quitting in 10 minutes. 3 hours later, we were like, "Damn, that was a good movie."
It's so good that the title sequence doesn't even come in until like 40 minutes in.
Oh my god!
And you don't.
That's how you know. That's how you know you sucked in. Like, oh my god, the title didn't show up. You didn't even notice until it shows up.
Yeah,
Like, oh my god.
damn!
Yo, it is the greatest bros of anything I've ever watched in my cinematic history.
All right,
I can't say ever because I'm sure there's more like Indian movies I now need to watch and dramas. But yo, sit down and just watch it for a little bit.
I'm sold.
That's all you'll need.
I'm sold. Take all my money. I'm watching it. That goes to show you, ladies and gentlemen, there's another thing that the U.S. is not number one on. We may be the most guns and the most like we're not number one in this one. I'm telling you,
those things. It's like you said.
We're only considered number one because we have a lot of money and because we make the contest. So of course we put ourselves on top.
Yeah, of course.
But nah,
that's just being fucking.
Then we crush at the Olympics sometimes.
Only if we have black people running for us. That's it.
Basically, we imported all our winners.
There we go. There it is.
Which is why we're so mad at that Chinese chick last year.
She was amazing.
How dare you?
It is what it is. It is what it is. But what up, Gigi? But yeah, K-dramas has definitely invaded my life, and the way and you know what? When you first watch K-dramas, it's everything that Bree says it is, but you never expect it to be. You start realizing like, oh my god, they didn't even kiss yet. They're not even in the first date yet, and you're halfway through the episode. You're halfway through the series.
Everyone knows they don't kiss till episode 8. Everybody knows that.
That's if they're gonna kiss at all.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, but you know, the ones I love best are those like family drama ones where everyone's like super rich and they're dealing with like the mistresses and the illegitimate and suddenly moving on. And the maids always listen to gossip.
Yo, and then the bully always do some shit to make some kid commit suicide. But then guess what? The kid come out and is like, you know what? I don't want to live like this. And it's for some reason they get, I don't know where they get the money from, but they do a whole transformation.
Rich for no reason.
Different.
Right, and even poor people are rich for no reason. So not only are the rich people unnecessarily rich, the poor people say, "Oh, I'm so broke." But then, like every episode, they're showing up with a new pair of shoes, a new skirt, and a new jacket. It's like, bitch, where are you so broke? You suddenly fed up so you can just afford makeup and a hairstylist?
That's right.
Where are you broke? Yeah. How? Explain it to me.
First of all,
well, they're not in America, so you know there's not crushing medical debt. That's what happened.
No, I mean that's a good case. But my first K-drama I watched was called Cheese is the Trap, right? Cheese is the Trap. This girl claimed that she had no money. She works 2 jobs to put herself through school, and she's through scholarship, right? Mind you, her parents own a restaurant that she also works in after she's done with her 2 jobs, with her full-time education, and she comes there to be a waitress at the restaurant, right? Mm-hmm. Mind you, she doesn't have money to go out with her friends. Usually her friends will buy her drinks or whatever. When I tell you this bitch has a new fucking winter coat, fall coat, every fucking episode stepping into class. And you know K-dramas with the coats. The coats, you will see a wool coat with a leather sleeve. I'm like, first of all, that's 2 materials. How does that look so hot on you? With the shoes you never seen before. I'm like, those penny loafers. It's a rubber sole.
It is so divorced from reality. You can't help but just get invested in it.
Yeah,
there is one
that I will give you.
There's one K-drama I haven't dived into yet. This woman is a lawyer, 8 months pregnant, still rocking heels with Chanel bags.
Always rocking heels for no reason. All the time, and like high ones too. They're always walking around on at least 4 or 5 inches, no matter where they go.
It's always the high ones. You be like, bitch, the baby's gonna come out. Like the way you start, and they always running for the elevator. The elevator's always halfway about to close, and then they put their arm out, and then there's always the nigga that they fall on, that they have
who's actively pressing the close button.
Yes. Man, let me tell you something. K-dramas be some shit. First of all, whoever they got doing the editing with the visuals and all that shit, that fucking smooth ass porcelain skin that everybody has, even the evil stepmother, y'all doing a disservice to us because we're like, what skincare?
And you notice they always go to bed and wake up with full makeup on. Even if they like pass out sick in the hospital, they'll wake up with full eyeshadow, eyelashes on.
I think that's all movie.
Wait on.
Nah, but this
Light
is
pink
different when it comes to
lipstick
Korean
on.
movies when your skin looks like a shirt. And then top it off, how your pillowcase white, bitch? And
That's
you
fair.
Lies.
That's fair.
Lies.
Like I saw you put the bronze tanner on. Like
Word.
no.
How you have the contour all here and you just been in a car accident and you was almost you first of all, how the fuck you in a coma for 3 months? But your fucking eyelashes, your eyebrows is impeccable.
I mean that's part of the medical care over there.
You know
They know how to do hair.
I wish GHI could never overhear this like that. I'm telling you right now, GHI could never do that. There was this one K drama that I thought that was crazy. This one dude is a CEO, right? Mm-hmm. He marries this woman who looks exactly like his mother, has his mother's face. His mother died when he was young because his father, I think his father beat his mom to death. So, you know, there's so much money. The father's not getting convicted. So what he do? He remarried another pretty woman and got her pregnant, whatever the case is. But he ends up being just like his father. So what he does, he marries this woman that looks just like his mother and starts beating her, but never beats his face, never beats her face, but he starts beating her for stupid shit. And she's trying to run away, right? She's trying to run away. Finally, she gets away enough to go visit a plastic surgeon, a famous plastic surgeon, and says, change my face so I could run away from my husband. Because with this face, this nigga would never let me go. You know what the plastic surgeon did? Finally, when he saw the bruises on this bitch body, the plastic surgeon has a fiance that cheated on him, got into a car accident with the nigga she cheating on. The nigga left the bitch in the car. She's in a coma. The bitch is in the plastic surgeon's hospital. So you know what he decided to do? He decided to give the bitch her face. Gave the same face as the bitch that's in the coma. When I tell you, I was like, nah. I saw it coming. I said, no, he's not gonna give her the face.
He's gonna give her the face.
How that ends.
When he gave her the face, I said, stop.
But you ain't finished the show?
Stop. Hell fucking no, he gave her the face.
Like, I wanted to know how that ended. Do they end up together? Like, did she kill him in the end? Like, what happened?
All I know is that the husband.
Threesome? Like, what's up?
I know the husband. That never happened in K-drama. Not that one. But I know that the husband is suspecting that his wife is hiding with the plastic surgeon. But he keeps on seeing this girl. And he's like, yo, I don't have. And it's so like, I forgot the name of it. But it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not for the source. What's the title? I forgot the name of it. It's not worth it. Don't watch it. I'm telling you, don't watch it. You know what it is? I go on TikTok and every now and then somebody posts something that happens at a K-drama and there's always the best scene. I end up going looking for it. And it's the scene that happens in episode 26. And I gotta wait a long dragged out. Sometimes
25 episodes of eating at Subway.
It's crazy, but it's still K-dramas, C-dramas, J-dramas. J-dramas is goated too. J-dramas is goated too.
Yo, some of those live action anime adaptations that Japan does are amazing. They're hilarious more than anything. But they're great.
Not here to play games with you. They are not here to play games with you. Those J-dramas, especially when it's a detective. There was another J-drama that was so good. It was a detective who decided he had a fiance and she got snowed in somewhere and a killer just came and killed her and she was pregnant. So the detective made it his life source to go and fuck this nigga up. But he didn't just fuck this nigga up. Oh, nah. He put a tracking device in this nigga. So every time he about to do something, this nigga say, here I go. Bop, 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 bop.
Oh, you having bad thoughts again? Hold on.
No.
I'm back.
Fuck him up. Just fuck him up. When I tell you, it's so satisfying. But it doesn't end well because guess what? The killer figures out that he's tracked and he finds out who the detective is and goes and tries to kill his close immediate family, which he does, and when the time he does end up killing him, it's too late because he got two other people killed. So he ends up just crying walking down the road. But that whole entire journey was suspense.
That's rough.
It is rough.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I'm always on the side of kill them first and then gloat over their dead body.
No. Number one,
no, sometimes you just got to take care of it first. Not as satisfying,
torturing women,
but you don't want to risk it.
Nah, he likes torturing women.
Yeah, which is why he had to go.
I like, and you don't get the pleasure to die out fast. You don't do that.
At least don't let them out of your sight till they're dead. Once it's time, you keep an eye on them. You take a week off work. No. You drive to a remote island. You lock him up. You first break his hands and knees, just to make sure he's not going anywhere, doing anything nasty, and then you have your time.
He breaks a body part every time he does something.
Not the right body part,
but he lets him heal.
He broke his ankle, and the way he broke his ankle, that shit was
just an ankle. Yo, he could limp to do some fucked up shit. That's not enough.
I mean, yeah, now if you look at it, no. But I thought it was. So he goes to the hospital, he goes to a clinic to get treated, and then this nigga decides he wanna essay the nurse, the only nurse that's there. And then the nigga
because only his ankle's broken.
It's been only 8 hours, and you really think bet. He came, he said ding dong, came inside the clinic and fucked this nigga up. He broke his arm this time. This nigga got a crutch, got a sling. He said, "Oh nah, this nigga really trying to kill me." And
apparently not.
He gave him money, and he gave him painkillers. And he said, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna find you." And I love this. I'm gonna make sure you feel every amount of pain that you did to these girls, and I'm gonna fuck you up. And he did it for a while, and I enjoyed it. I loved it. I mean, he went to go see his friend.
Revenge story.
It was a good revenge story. He went to one of his friends' house and he said, "Yo, nigga, this nigga following me." He said, "Nigga, the way you hunt bitches now, you got a nigga hunting you. God damn!" And the nigga started laughing.
Yeah.
He said, "First of all, tell the nigga come over here. That's a nigga I want to hang out with." I couldn't stop laughing because you came to your best friend's house. Your friend, because only your friend will tell you how fucked up you are in your face and laugh about it, and then afterwards be like, "Here, have some soup. You be all right." That shit was good, y'all. That shit was fire. I made Mike watch it. I watched it with Mike. Mike was like, "Man, it was good until the nigga got out and started doing his shit." Everything was good. It was great. I think Kevin gave me the title. He said, "Yo, Kevin said, watch this." I said, "Oh shit, this shit was fire." But yeah, foreign films are the best. Foreign films are the best. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any more questions, we have like 6 more minutes before we hit 8:00 mark. And let us know if you got any other questions. Because I don't think I can talk about K-dramas anymore. I'm looking for a new title now to read. So I'm looking for, but Sandman, definitely check it out, Brie. I think you would like it.
Did I read it? No, maybe.
Is it even based off of a book?
It's like
it's a graphic.
Yeah, it's based off a comic.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I saw Sandman Calliope. Because, like, isn't it like an anthology and there's like many stories within it? Folks are on the Sandman as the main character.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. The characters are very interesting. The characters that are underneath him that follow his rule. So, like he tries to get his kingdom in order because in the first episode he gets kidnapped. That's the thing that messes with me because I feel like, this guy's supposed to be so powerful. How the motherfucker get kidnapped and become hostage within the first 3 minutes? Y'all just finished putting up the OP. What's going on? This is too fast. This is way too fast. So that's the only reason I feel like the first episode was going way too fast. That's what I said, Yuki. I just don't. I just don't understand.
I would have to end it early if they keep running out like this.
Sandman on Netflix, but shit. You know what? Listen, Netflix, y'all need to stop playing around. Stop giving us fucking series. Put out Castlevania. So I can see what's going on.
A little bit of me wants it, but at the same time,
But when I
It's
found
like
out, it's wrong.
it's like Castlevania was kind of perfect, and I want them to leave it alone before they ruin it.
Right. I want them to do another series like they did with Castlevania, like that
I would
quality of
too.
animation. But Castlevania, don't touch it. Leave it as it is.
Yo,
Because
here's what
that
you
was
do. Here's what you do. Bring back Seis Manos. That shit was good, and it deserves a season 2.
it was alright.
You can leave the other one in the ground.
I mean, here's the thing. I was fine with the way Castlevania, it was just like it finished. But since you're gonna put out a trailer like this, nigga, I'm all ears. Castlevania was such a fucking good story.
Phenomenal.
Like it was a great.
It was tight. They made those characters incredible. The vampire sisters. Oh my god! Every single one of them.
Fucking
was
Isaac.
incredible.
Like what? I've never rooted for a villain so much in my life.
All those voice actors, all those voice. First of all, I think it's illegal to have everybody's voice so milky smooth for just that fucking animated series. That's crazy. That is fucking like even the Belmont, even him, his voice, Cypher. Even though the Alucard, when he made fun of Cypher and Trevor when he was eating that fish and he had the dolls and he was like, "My name is Cypher. I'm smarter than anybody," and I could continue to talk like this.
That broke my heart.
I was hilarious.
He was all alone pretending he had friends with him.
Well, first of all, I didn't know he was by himself. I thought he was just being funny, right?
No.
But then it got a little cringy when he was just like,
homie was lonely.
Right. That was Kotaro's balloons. That's what was happening.
Oh my god.
No, that was Kotaro.
And when he had the twins come and say, "It's okay.
Oh my
we'll
god.
love you and be with you." Oh.
Fuck those twins. Like,
also,
what?
that is a correctly done sexy scene.
Oh,
like that's how you did. Slow it down, take your time, building up, make it matter, and then make it hurt.
I don't need it to hurt all the time. Sometimes you can just have a sexy scene. I need y'all to stop arguing against them. But I'll give you weight, sure.
The sex should never be the main purpose. That's what makes a good sexy scene.
No,
when there's something else happening, like first you're so happy, like yes, he has companions, he has people caring about him, and like yeah, it feels heartwarming as well as sexy. And then oh my god, guys, if you haven't watched Castlevania, what the hell?
Castlevania is great. You know what makes a great sexy scene? The fact that Alucard at some point put his head back and bit his lip. That's when I was like,
ready. He was ready. And
then, ladies and gentlemen, if you do it with a vampire and you bite his lip, you're already goated as the superior sex being. That's it. You got it goated. This nigga's been alive for like 10 years. No, over 100 years.
Yeah, I hope more than 10 years.
No, he's been alive for over 100 years. He's been sleeping for 50. This nigga been sleeping through shit. I'm pretty sure he's done his shit. But the fact that you can make a motherfucker like that just bite his lip back.
And then it hurt. That's what I can't stress enough. The way it made me feel in my heart, not physically, sexually feel, but more like, oh, I'm so happy for him. Oh, something seems wrong. I don't think this will end well.
It felt all right until they started talking. I'll tell you that much. It's like, bitch, why are you talking? Let's get back to business. They
gave each other those looks, and I was like, oh no.
Oh no.
And I feel like their excuse for doing all that, like, bitch.
It was dumb.
All you had to do, and it's not like he withheld information. He just felt like, I'm setting you up to die. You don't know the beings that are out there. I cannot teach you to kill other vampires. You don't have it in you. You are a typical basic human. Just stay with me. Because after he did what he did, he was just like, all I wanted y'all to do was just stay with me. And then he just teared up. Like he said, it's not that I didn't like y'all. It's not like I was withholding information. It's that I cared about y'all.
Those stakes outside the castle, and he was like, "Oh shit, his dad finally makes sense to him." Oh no!
Yeah. When he put the motherfuckers out there like trophies, fuck them bitches.
No, they deserve that shit. That's not my point.
They deserve all of it, and the crows, all of that. I don't give a fuck. You made first of all, protect Alucard at all. Always. All costs. That scene when he really had to do the final blow with his father. Spoiler. When he really had to do.
Still getting his butt whooped all the way through.
But the way he said, "Daddy," I was this close to calling my father. This close.
Again, fantastically done series.
Yeah,
that is what we want, Netflix. Give us more of that. Give us more Arcane.
Again, those Arcane. Again, Seis Manos, make those. Just keep making them. Dragon Prince, you're working on it. I know.
First of all, Arcane. I feel like the more time they take in not making a season 2, I'm just gonna be disappointed. I feel like it's too much time in between for them to fuck up. Yeah. You need to do this shit while the shit was hot, while that billboard was still up on 42nd Street. Hurry up, give me season 2. Now look at what you did.
No, the dilemma with now having a projected time off before season 2 is now I'm expecting greatness. Like, hey, you can hold off as much as you need, but I expect greatness now. Like, hey, you want to hold off into the year? Sure. Finish up what you got to finish up. But when it drops, that shit better be fucking perfect. I mean, Cyberpunk 2077 had that same problem. They delayed for a while, and then they dropped buggy. Everyone was expecting the greatest game of all time and got a buggy catastrophe. And now the whole fucking company is in trouble.
It's the Brie curse. It's the Brie curse. The overhypeness. I call it the Brie curse. When you are too overhyped and you don't fill up and you don't live up to the expectations, because that's what Brie's concern was 2 years ago when we talked about animes and their hypeness. I call it the Brie curse. It's definitely the Brie curse.
And I'll stand by those words. The higher the hype, the higher the expectation, the higher you fall from.
Oh, poor Chainsaw Man.
Poor Chainsaw Man.
We'll see what it pulls off if it does.
Ooh, sorry. Listen, whatever happens is just gonna look beautiful while
it's gonna look great.
It's gonna look beautiful while it's doing it.
We are at time, guys. We are overtime.
Okay.
We had a time limit?
Yeah, 8:00. We was gonna stop.
Oh, well, we did it.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
we did it.
Thank you for pulling up to the Black Ramen Live. We'll try to do our best to do it every Wednesday. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, please feel free to hit us up on our email at blackramenpodcast.com. Make sure subject Ask Black Ramen, because if it's not, I think it's spam and I throw it out. So if you have something that you want us to see, if you want us to review something, go on our link tree. You could also hit us up if you want to send us something so we can review it. We try our best to review. We get a lot of stuff. We try our best to review a lot of things during our show, but we will definitely get to you when we get to you. Yeah. Is there any announcements that we have to make that we're doing? No.
One. So I'm trying to start our Twitch stream back up. I'm not really saying much. But if you want to come through, vibe, and just watch a video game that you don't own, sure, come through. That's it.
Yeah, you can also chat with Derby too. He's pretty good with responding back. So if there's a game that you want, matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a Patreon. So if there's a game that you do want Derby to play, that you're interested in seeing, buy it. Buy it. You could send it to us, or you could send us the money. Go to the Patreon, be like, hey, this is for the game I need you to play. I want to see you play it. We at Black Ramen, we make sure your dollars stretch far for us. Trust me. So don't forget to go on our Patreon. We do have our we're trying to post our episodes on there as well, the raw version of the episode, so you get to see the behind the scenes bullshit that Bree tells me that I need to edit, that I shouldn't be saying on the air.
But some nonsense too.
We do say some nonsense, but this is only qualified for the people that want to pay and watch it, because we do get out of pocket sometimes. So other than that, yeah, stay tuned to Black Ramen Podcast. We appreciate all our listeners. Episodes, we're trying to put our episodes out every week. And with that being said, peace. Later.
Bye-bye.